Okay, so I am going live. I'm a new beekeeper. I can't see who's on here and who's not, but I have to do this hive inspection. Hive beetle catchers. I don't see any in here. I just see particles and stuff. But I may need to put that on the bottom. I don't think I see any in there. So I'll put that there. I'm trying to test out frameless foundation with spring. I see where they're making propolis because things are sticking, the frames are sticking together. I don't see where they got it started. I don't know if you can hear. Um, just like I said, this is my first time with YouTube, so I don't know what you guys are hearing or not hearing or what. So I see where beekeepers are kind of she can have honey. They can have honey for the winter time when there's no nectar. All the flowers are kind of gone. That's where they get their, able to use the nectar from the flowers to make honey. So if I don't leave this, then I'll have to make honey. Look at this, the little drone. He doesn't bite. Hey, how you doing?
Oh man, you do some everything.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Yo, it's starting to rain.
Yeah, it's drizzling a little bit. Hey, Lulu, Martin. Hi, doing well. Thank you. Oh, bye, Lulu. Thanks for stopping in. Hey, sleeps. Excuse me. It's hard for me to see the screen because my head is down in this box with these bees. So I'm going to do inspection, beehive inspection. I want to be able to see I'm the queen. I do wear gloves at times. I should have gloves on because they can sting. But see, that's capped honey. That's what you want when you're eating honey. That's the eggs and stuff that's in there. I don't know if you can see it real good. The white things are larvae/eggs. They're constantly making bees. So bees are born all the time. I'm looking for the queen, and the queen has a blue dot on her. And the blue dot means that she was born in 2025. So depending on what time you are on, what year the queen was born. And a lot of times people want to know the year because just like I don't have gloves on my hands. Sometimes I wear gloves, sometimes I don't. I should have gloves on. The smart thing to do, sleeps, is to have gloves. But sometimes I wear them. I really like picking up the frames without the gloves because you could just really feel the frames better. And then they are less likely to be dry. So sometimes it gets a little bulky. But see, look at all that capped honey, the white stuff at the top. I don't know if you could see, but there's a bee emerging there. So the bees are always being born. And thank God, because I'm telling you, when you're in and out of the hive, they're getting away from it until you end up smushing bees. And you smush a lot of bees. I really hate that because sometimes you just have no choice. I don't care how much you try to smoke it, they just don't move out of the way. This is another frame again. I'm looking for the queen. If I don't see the queen, it's not a huge deal because I could tell she is laying. I see eggs. So that lets me know that she's in here. There's even a bee there with some pollen on its legs, bringing it in.
Okay.
Peek and see what y'all are saying. What's the thing that you spray? That's a smoker. And so the smoker kind of helps the bees to scatter and move out of the way so that you don't crush them. The thing about it is they say if you ask 10 beekeepers the same question, get 10 different answers. I've heard that when you smoke it, the bees scatter, thinking that their hive's in danger, so they go eating up a bunch of honey and stuff. I don't know. And I forgot the other scenario, y'all. I'm trying to learn this stuff. But this is another frame. I do not see the blue dot on the bees. I do see eggs, and the eggs are right up in here. Isn't it pretty how they're just making all of that comb, and the bees are the queen is constantly laying in those little hexagon shapes, and bees are constantly being created. Turns into little bees until they grow big. So look at that. All of that is capped honey. And when you're eating this, you want the honey to be capped because that means that the honey will last. But the uncapped honey is not going to last as long. It will ferment. So the orange stuff is pollen that they brought from the flowers. And they talk about bee bread. I gotta look more into that. I'm a new beekeeper. I don't know any other beekeepers. Thanks, Leeds. I appreciate you being there. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Look at all the comb that is built on the bottom, y'all. All of that comb that it built on the bottom. I've been trying something. This is a short frame instead of a long frame in the deep box. And so the long frame would have been much longer. So because they have all of that space, they filled it in with wax. And that's what they call, what do they call it? Bee space. So bees are supposed to have a certain amount of space in the box. And when it's too much space, then they will fill it in like they did here. So they filled that in. I appreciate you guys being in here. You know, I enjoy doing this. I enjoy sharing it with people. But it's kind of nice when people take notice of stuff because you want to feel like what you're doing has some value to others. So I appreciate it. My bees sometimes get stuck on it. Let me see if anybody saying anything.
Oh, so that's just doing it for the bees right now, but
It's 3 boxes. The bottom one, middle one, and then that little one on top. Once they finish the 2 bottom, they'll build it on top. That's the 100.
so how the bees know how to come down? Man, that's what's
You
up.
want a bee suit on so you can see?
Hell no. So I can get stung. You know who got stung? Mr. Carter. What's his name? Robert. He got stung and fell out. Yeah, he got stung and fell out, and the ambulance had to come there. They didn't even know he was on the ground. He just fell out.
He needs an epi.
He had one. He had his wife hurry up and bring it down to him.
Who got stung?
Next door to them.
Her son, Robbie.
Wow. So
Yeah.
he must be allergic to it.
Yes, he is.
She got hands in there, but she doesn't. I done been stung. Well, I hurt these bees, but I done been stung before. She done been
I've
stung
been
3
stung a
times.
few times.
So you said probably within a year,
Next, she
y'all
said,
gonna have a
next
huge
year.
comb.
When they built them,
Like I can see a little bit
on
I
that
can
one, you
see
see
it
that little
spotty.
one, right?
Yeah.
But on other ones in that, she just got.
So
out the blue one.
how you can hold that in your hands bare and they not messing with you?
Some people wear gloves. I don't wear gloves all the time. But they don't bother me too much. Cause like this one.
So what's that smoke for? I know the smoke calm, but what kind of smoke is that?
Anything?
And not all the bees are stinging.
She used the cone to come out the tree. Put them in that thing and light them. Come on, man. Before we get so I want you to get this home.
Oh Lord, y'all gonna be able to sustain. I'm gonna go.
You're ready to chicken food.
That's what's up.
You gotta put chicken for them in that yard. So after I get my
Y'all some fresh eggs.
I'm looking for Miss Queen. I don't see her. And just like I said, I'm not too nervous. Oh, look at one with the pollen coming in there on it. I don't know if you could see it. But the pollen, whoops! My thing is uneven. But the pollen and stuff on its legs. She has a blue dot. Now in this house, I normally see her. But I don't see her. I don't see her. And I need to see her. You see the one with the pollen on its hind legs? I mean, I don't want to smush any of them, but I really don't want to smush her because she keeps the hive going, y'all. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You see how that bee has pollen on its legs? because she's laying eggs. I was excited. It's so funny. I don't see the bees. I don't see the queen. I mean, I see the bees. I just don't see the queen. And she has a blue. It almost look like her. But she has a blue dot on her. And it'd be nice to see her. But I don't see her. And it's kind of nice to see her too. She has a blue dot on her. I don't see her. Is her? I thought I saw her, but no, that definitely is not her. But yeah. So I'm gonna what's going on with the bees? Hey, me and Jiffy. Yes, those are bees. I'm a new beekeeper. I just started in April. And so I'm doing a hive inspection. And so thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. It's hard to see if I see her, it's good. If I don't, it's no big deal because I can see that she's in here and she's laying eggs and creating new bees. Bees are always being born. I think every day bees are just being born in here. But she's constantly laying eggs. I forgot how many eggs she lays a day, but she is laying eggs, laying eggs. You know? And, so yeah, this is, let me see if anything else is said. Yeah, bee stings. I've been bitten, I stung a few times, but they're pretty mild. I'm not too afraid of them stinging me today. But I have been stung. It does hurt. Like you would not believe. And you would think that I would have learned from those stings and put on gloves. But sometimes I wear gloves, sometimes I don't. Today I just don't really need to. They're not always in my hands. They're not trying to sting me. And I'm just using the smoke to kind of So let me see. Well, you know what? Thank you. I appreciate you supporting me and subscribing. But it's okay to be afraid of bees. I mean, I got stung when I was a teenager, and I never forgot that. You know, my mom took me to go get clothes off the line, and there was a bee, in the clothes. And it stung me, and that thing really hurt. And when I get stung by bees now, it hurts. And so I understand the apprehension with him, but I also like the fascination of them. And so sometimes I can come to this hive with shorts on and flip flops and no big deal. You kind of get to know your bees. And then sometimes I know they just don't want to be bothered with me. Before I could come on the hive, they are ready to attack. So on those days, I gotta leave them alone. You just kind of learn the bees. That's all you could do. And so you respect them, they'll respect you. So these two boxes are the boxes where I'm gonna not touch the honey in these boxes because winter is coming and the bees won't have any flowers to what's the thing that's those are swifter little swifter things. But anyway, these little beetles, I don't know if you can see them, they get into the hive and aggravate the bees. So I put these little swifter wipes in there. And so when the hive beetles walk on the swifter wipes, they get caught. And so it keeps them from messing with the bees. But see, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. Now, yeah. Now, what are you talking about right on the bees? Like what? What do you see that's on the bees? Help me to please understand help me to know if I'm understanding you correctly. Um, Swiffer White. Oh, the smoke. The smoke is to help the bees to move out of the way. Let me show you. Let me bring it a little bit closer to see if you could see what happens when I smoke them. You see how they scatter? They scatter out of the way. And so that kind of helps me to move the frames around without them getting caught and smushed. So that's what this is a smoker. So that's what it's for. It's just to protect the bees, you know. Protect the bees from being crushed. And so I'm gonna cut this in half and put it in the corners of the hive for hive beetles. And I'm gonna use my smoker. Either gather it where I used to put the swifter wipe back. And this one does not want to move. So I'm going to put it there. And I'm going to put the other one here. Okay. And then this is called a queen bee excluder. And what it does is it keeps the queen bee down here to these two boxes. Because she's bigger than the other bees. Oh, so like squish them. You mean they move out? Yes, they move out of the way. And so this is a queen bee excluder, because I want her to stay in these two parts of the box. I don't want her to come up. I don't want her to come to this box, because this box is where I want them to make honey from me. And this box, and I don't want little eggs. Bee is going to deposit in the little hexagon thing. I don't want her to deposit eggs. I have these, and then I'm trying something new with this. Most of the frames have a foundation in it, and so I want the wax. So I have a lot of frames that don't have foundation in it, and I want them to fill it in because I want the wax. I want the honey too, but I want some of the wax so that I can do lotion. And so I need to put the wax here as well, because the hive beetles are just horrible. You know, I don't know where they come from. I've never seen them before until I got these. They are horrible, and they just can't. And I thought, I've read how they irritate the bees and kind of hurt the bees. And I don't want my bees hurt, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to get rid of the hive beetles. And this is the top cover. This is the roof to kind of keep the rain and everything out of the hive. And that's about it. Did not see the queen. I did not see the queen, but that's okay. I saw eggs. So the wax, I want them to build comb without those little yellow frames in them. And so I want them to build comb without the little yellow frames, foundation in it. And so I wish I could show you, but it's in the bottom box how they built comb on the bottom of a frame. So they're building honeycomb, and I want more honeycomb, I guess, than I want comb, because I want to make lotions and stuff. So that's what I'm doing, you know. And so have you ever thought about oh, you say you're afraid, so you don't want to get bees and stuff, but you should join like a local beekeeper. And you might be surprised. Look, I was afraid of everything. I mean, just everything. And but now, it doesn't bother me, you know? Even being stung, it just doesn't bother me like it would have in the past, you know? And they're just fascinating. They're fascinating little creatures, you know? So I would go for it and just try it, you know? Can't hurt, you know? And you might just be surprised. But I am going to go in the house. I've been out here for like an hour with this bees. Well, I thank you for joining me and keeping me company. I really appreciate it. So have you wonderful day, okay? Me and Jiffy, take care of yourself. Now I gotta find out how to turn this off because this is my first time doing the live.